What is up, YouTube? And I didn't really expect to be making another video this quick, or actually have a real topic to talk about. But the topic of this video is glorious Halo Infinite. And some bad news in the land of Halo. It looks like Microsoft is completely getting greedy, and they're going to turn Halo Infinite into a live service, aka kind of like a PUBG type of thing, not a battle royale, but a PUBG type of like a live service, like a service that is a vehicle for microtransactions. And recently a job posting for Microsoft went out, and basically it wants someone who's good at that type of stuff. Someone who's good at player psychology, and this is the direct quotes from the job description, not verbatim, but paraphrasing. They want someone who's good with player psychology to know what keeps players coming back. In the job description, they've confirmed that Halo Infinite will have it's gonna have microtransactions, and there's gonna be a bunch of just shady. It sounds like Infinite's gonna be shady. It's gonna be loot. They said they're not gonna have loot boxes per se, but man, this job description sounds fucked up. Like, I'm very worried about Halo Infinite after this. I'm also worried about it for other reasons that are pretty obvious to me, as a lifetime Halo fan. I mean, 343 is not ideally suited for Halo. They're not very good. Now, I don't say that because I'm a negative Nancy, but there's some serious issues with 343. I mean, they did Halo 4, which was widely despised by the hardcore community, and they did Halo 5, which was better than Halo 4, but still quite disappointing, really. I mean, it didn't launch with as many modes as it should have been, and then there was a Master Chief debacle, and there's videos all over the net. Despite Master Chief getting its 4K patch, its big patch that happened, it's still kind of messed up, and it's just it's fortunate that this is. That this is happening to Halo, and but I'm not surprised it's happening. I'd like to say I'm surprised, but it just seems like AAA gaming, especially shooters, and especially first-person shooters, competitive shooters, are just going down the shit tubes. These once great series that were highly regarded, Battlefield, Halo, Call of Duty. Although Call of Duty I think Call of Duty Black Ops 4 will be a fairly big hit, because people are, like, I guess the Battle Royale is attracting new people. I mean, I hate Battle Royale. I think that's just stupid. But it's the in thing right now, and I mean it looks better than PUBG and Fortnite to me, but it's still whatever. But I think Call of Duty will be making a little bit of a comeback, and not as where it once was though. And you know, Battlefield is completely fucked. And it sounds like Halo Infinite, based on these job descriptions, is going to really focus on microtransactions and creating so this is paraphrasing, but some of this is exact quotes, and I'll link the job description in the comments or something with this video, but I created a oh fuck, my mic keeps popping in and out. I created a thread over at the Xbox subreddit, but it'll probably get downvoted because that subreddit's garbage. I only go there to help people out, or like cholololo every now and then. But that subreddit really is trash because they downvote anything that's critical of the precious Xbox. And it's just I'd like to say I'm surprised, but I'm not really surprised. You know, with 343, I'm not. I mean, you know, they are what they are. I mean, you know, Halo 5, it's gotten better as a game, but it's also it also didn't launch with as many modes as it should have. So, hey dude, 2016, can you hear me? Can this guy hear me? I'm supposed to be in party chat, but party chat's been acting up lately, so. Yeah, so I just wanted to get this video out there and talk about it, give you my opinion. My opinion is it's sad, but you know, I'm kind of letting these franchises go. Battlefield, Mass Effect, Halo. I'm kind of letting them go. You know, I just, wow, this is dark as fuck in here. What is this? Get the fuck out of here. Kind of letting these franchises go because I just the writing's on the wall to me. Gaming's dead, basically. I mean, like gaming, where I grew up, what I grew up with in gaming, and you know, I've been playing games since like, you know, late 90s, and they were vastly different than they are now. I don't know if they were like, I don't know if they were better in terms of, you know, quality. I mean, just honest. You know, and I've gone. I mean, some of them are. Some of them are better. Most of the ones that are better are on PC, older PC games. Games like Unreal Tournament or Counter-Strike 1.6 or Half-Life 1 or Planet State Torment or KOTOR or you know, the old BioWare games, and Unreal Tournament 04 and stuff like that, like PC-centric games, and I don't know if they were better, like in terms of, because there's still some great games. There hasn't been that many great games released this year, though. I mean, I guess God of War is one of them, right? God of War's probably. I haven't played it, so I don't know. You know, I mean, I was kind of disappointed with the other Sony exclusives because they were built up so much. Like, I've played a little bit of Bloodborne. I've played Horizon Zero Dawn. I've played you know, and they were kind of overrated. I think Uncharted 4 was one that wasn't overrated, but at least Sony has exclusives. I mean, Microsoft doesn't have shit. They got Halo, and it sounds like they're ruining Halo with greed. So, you know, it's just one of those things where it's just sad to see. Once great franchises being completely just fucked. Like, it's really depressing. So, you know, just one of those things, and sounds like they're really gonna game people, and sounds like they're gonna put shit in there to keep people coming back and spending money. You know, there used to be a time where, I guess the whole point of this video is, there used to be a time where you bought a game and the game was complete. You bought a game like I've been playing Unreal Tournament 04 a little bit lately. It's still one of the greatest competitive first-person shooters ever made. One of my favorite games. And you know, that game has that game came with about 70 maps. Can you imagine a game today a competitive multiplayer coming with 70 maps? And I've downloaded some mods and stuff. Like I've got over 300 maps in that game. And you know, that game, that's an example of a game launching complete. And games just used to launch complete, and Halos used to launch complete. I mean, you look at Halo C, Halo 2, Halo 3, I mean, those games had great maps, great modes at launch. And, you know, their map packs or whatever added to the game. It wasn't like, oh, I gotta buy this extra thing in order to feel like the game's complete. You know, it was you bought the game, and that was the game. You had a good game. You didn't need to buy all the expansions. You could if you wanted the absolute precipice of the experience, but you know, you got the game, and the maps that came with the game at launch, and the modes that came with the game at launch were great. And games are just getting carved up now. They're getting carved up for solely monetary gain. There's no other purpose to this stuff. And gaming used to be about creating fun. It's not about fun anymore. It's about like money, like all money. And you know, you look at something like Halo just getting pwned by greed, and it's, you know, I don't know. It's just it's fucked up. Like, I can't believe it's came to this. I mean, as games became more casualized and as they became more accepted in society and not a niche, and I still think they should have stayed being a niche, actually. It just, these companies just see dollar signs, and, you know, I mean, a game like PUBG or Fortnite's got all this microtransactions and shit. It's just like, it's like, oh god, you know, what the fuck. And looks like Halo's gonna get pwned pretty hard, so I'm just a little down on gaming because I just there was few and far games between this generation that were truly great. I mean, you know, Dark Souls 3 was great, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, of course The Witcher 3, that's the game of the generation. Fallout 4 was okay. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was serviceable and it was fun. It was, you know, there was a lot of great content in it, and it was, you know, once you put a bunch of mods on Fallout 4, it's pretty good. But that was about it. I mean, there was, you know, Breath of the Wild. You know, Nintendo had a pretty good staple of games. As I said, Uncharted 4 was pretty great. Doom was pretty great. So we've had, you know, about 10, maybe 10 great games, but last generation, the 360 PS3 generation, you know, we had about, I don't know, 50, 60 great games. We would, you know, like 2007, we had basically had 10 great games in that year alone. So this year's this generation's been lacking, and it's because these publishers don't believe they need to put out great content in order to get people hooked, because people are already hooked and emotionally invested in these series. And Halo 5 was a good example. I mean, that game launched with, it didn't launch with Big Team Battle, it didn't launch with doubles or Infection or snipers or action sack or any of that stuff. It launched with Arena, Slayer, Social Slayer. I mean, not many modes. I think it launched with 5 or 6 modes. I mean, I know they didn't get Big Team Battle and snipers and shit till 7, 8 months after release. And you know, it's just indicative of where we are with gaming. I mean, it's not rocket science. I mean, they're just not making good games, and they don't have to, because gaming has gone mainstream. And the more you dumb down and casualize a medium, the worse it gets. Film is a really good example of that. Once everyone started realizing they could make blockbusters with CGI and computers, they got away from the art of film and cinema, and they got away from great directors, and now they're all superhero movies and CGI fests, and there's not a lot of great film being made. And same's happening with gaming. I mean, anytime you dilute and casualize a medium to the extent that gaming is now, and film has been probably for the last 20 or 30 years, you're going to have just less quality. You'll still get great, you know, you'll still get great, you'll still get great games, but they won't, they'll be few and far between, you know what I mean? They won't, you won't have, you know, a handful of great games every year, or 10 great games. Like I said, you know, you look at 2007, and you know, 2010 is another good year. 2008 is a great year. 2013 was a fantastic year. You look at these years in gaming, and you compare, you know, like just take 2010 and compare it to 2017. I mean, 2010 you had Mass Effect 2, you had Red Dead Redemption, you had Bayonetta, you had Halo Reach, you had Battlefield Bad Company 2. I mean, Fallout New Vegas. I mean, the list goes on and on. And you look at a year like now, like compare that to now. Even like a year like 2012. I mean, 2012 I thought was kind of an off year for gaming, but you still had great games in 2012. You know what I mean? You had Mass Effect 3. You know, despite it being controversial and all that stuff, it's still a really good game. You know, you had Metro Last Light. You had, you know, even Halo 4 was better than Halo 5, and sounds like it'll be better than Halo Infinite. I mean, you know, you had Black Ops 2, which was decent. You know, it was a decent Call of Duty. I mean, here, yeah, 2012. Let's just look. Best games of 2012 real quick. I'll probably die, but whatever. I know I listed off a bunch. I better go buy some shit, huh? Yeah, I mean, you had Far Cry 3, which is alright. That's okay. You had Borderlands 2. Where's the pod here? Let's go re-up. And, you know, yeah. You know, XCOM, Max Payne, Assassin's Creed 3, Spec Ops: The Line, that's a great game. Diablo 3 came out. You had Sleeping Dogs, that's an underrated game. PlanetSide 2, that was fun. My PC could barely run that. Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, I mean, you know. You had some real good games. And that was kind of an off year for that generation. And you compare it to, like 2013, look at the games of 2013, it's absolutely insane. GTA 5, Metro Last Light, The Walking Dead, the first season of The Walking Dead, you know, The Last of Us. I mean, just an all-star year. There was other games I'm missing in 2013 that were just great. I mean, you know, Battlefield 4 was 2013. It was fine. It was decent. It wasn't bad. You know, compared to Battlefield Vagina, it's vastly better. So, I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 3 too. Love that game. But you know, it's just yeah, it's just kind of fucked up, you know. Where gaming is, I'm just kind of down on it. Like I'm playing old games. I'm not playing new games. I tried to play Far Cry 5 again, and just you know, whatever. It was. I should pick up God of War, but I mean, one game. You know what I mean? Like one game is you got one game. People were telling me Spider-Man is good. I don't know. I saw it. It might be good. Let's say it's a great game. So that's two great games with fucking Spider-Man and God of War. That's it. Two great games. Thus far, we're in the fall and we've got two great games. I mean, you know, gaming's just it's getting worse and worse. I mean, you know. I mean, what's gonna save gaming this year? I mean, nothing. I mean, there's not a great game coming out. I mean, come on. I'm trying to think if there's a great game. Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, okay, that might be pretty good, but is it really gonna be that good? I mean, there's been some shit with that game. That game, you know, they're doing editions where they lock stuff behind a certain edition, like the PlayStation gets certain shit the Xbox doesn't get. I hate that shit. The game should just launch. The game should just come with all the stuff. The game should just be the game. It shouldn't have all this other shit. Pay to win bullshit. You know, back in the day, you used to have to unlock games. You know, play them to get stuff. Now it's like, you want a new gun? Just buy it. Give us money, you fucker. And people do it, you know. I mean, gamers are worse than they ever have been. They're just a bunch of pussies, too. Okay. A guy got banned on Xbox Live for swearing. I was reading a thread on the subreddit today. He got banned for swearing. That's the level of the fucking retardedness we're in. Banned for swearing. Jesus fucking Christ. These kids could have never grown up in the fucking heyday of first-person shooters. Fucking Halo 2, Counter-Strike, Unreal Tournament, Quake 3 Arena, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. They could have never grown up in that era. They would have been fucking tears. They would have cried and cried. It would have been hilarious. They would have killed themselves. Can't take a few swear words. Microsoft banned you because they don't want to offend the little new millennial pussies. And that's who is the mainstream. That's who buys all this stupid shit. Fucking Battle Royale, Call of Duty, Battlefield, fucking, you know, modern Battlefield. That's the audience those people are targeting. Fucking idiots. Fucking morons. And they just go along with it. Fuck me. I'm gonna have to get a new hobby. What am I gonna do? I've been gaming all my life. It's a part of me, and I'll make it a part of you. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I don't know if I want to. The answer is just play old games, you know. I mean, I'm so glad Battlefield 3 is still played and shit. There's always servers up, you know. Oh, fuck me. Whoa. You know, I mean, yeah, I guess the answer is just playing old games, you know. Play The Witcher 3 for which I'm doing. Play The Witcher 3 for the 6th time or whatever. You know, but, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, you know, Cyberpunk will be great. But, again, that's one game. There used to be so many games. Now there's just like 1 or 2 games a year that's really good. You know, just get those and you're set, I guess. But, you know. And like I said, unless they're The Witcher 3 or Skyrim levels of depth, Fallout, the levels of depth, they're not gonna keep you coming back. I mean, why the fuck would they? It's just sad. Sad state of gaming. Halo gets pwned by greed. They're hiring psychological masterminds to. I swear to God, it said have an in-depth psychology of what keeps people coming back to play the game. Like, be a know how to game people so they keep coming back. Basically be a drug dealer. Stomp on that shit, man. They don't need some pure coke, dude. They need that stepped on shit. They'll come back. the good coke, the 100% pure Colombian, fucking snow. That shit. You know, we'll charge you a DLC pack, a season pass, microtransactions. You want the good blow. You get the stepped on shit. You get the stepped on shit when you buy the game, though, you know? It's basically what they want. I mean, you know, it's just a fucking joke, man. Gaming's just gone down the shit tube. It really has. Look at these fuckers. That's pretty cool right there, slow-mo. It's just completely fucked up now. Uh-oh. Oh yeah. Busting cabs like a motherfucker. I like this game. This game's great. This game's got a really good community. I mean, you know, they feature community maps in the playlist. That's something Halo did. I don't know if they do it anymore. I mean, they even did that with Halo 4. I don't know if they include community maps anymore. I don't know. Oh, come on. Look at this shit. Dude. Fuck me. All these fucking zombies. But, yeah, man, it's just... God. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting jaded. Maybe I'm just a jaded fuck. I'm just a jaded old faggot. I mean, you know, it could be it, I don't know. You know, I kind of think everything sucks these days. No, I don't. I mean, you know, but video games are starting to suck, man. This is like a big aspect of my life. Like, if video games get worse, I'm gonna have to fucking... I mean, I guess I'll just buy like a PC and then play old games, you know, because PC gamers, they hold on to communities longer than consoles, and I'll just fucking do that, because, you know, it's just not fucking worth it anymore. This shit sucks.
Have you checked your ammo?
What do we got here? Let me check the ammo. This bitch is annoying. Should we get the M16? I think that's a burst weapon. Oh, we'll keep this.
Final choices, people.
Final choices, people. You fucking bitch. Shut up, you bitch. Shut up, you fucking foreign bitch. If anyone watches this, these are all jokes. Like when I say shit like that, I don't really mean that. Or do I? Maybe I do. Nah, but yeah, I didn't think I'd make another video. I mean, honestly, like, I mean, no one's watching this channel. It's kind of sad. I'm sad about it. I was getting some views. Maybe this will give me some views.
You have been killing my test subjects.
That's loud.
That is annoying. You will die now.
They still haven't fixed that.
Big bad warriors scared of an old man.
They still haven't fixed that. It's still glitched.
Let's see how brave you are. Just like in Stalingrad, fools.
Uh-huh. So... yeah, that's what this video's about. Halo Infinite sucking dick. Getting greedy. And yeah. So it's Fly 212 sign out. And damn man, Halo gets pwned by the Megacorps. Pwned by greed. Peace out.